home, and lifestyle. Presented by Paradise Fitness Center, changing lives since 1996.
Hi, and welcome back to Health, Home, and Lifestyle. I'm here at Paradise Fitness in Agana for the Paradise Performance class with instructor Ray Chargaloff. So Ray, you come very well credentialed. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience with health and fitness?
Absolutely. So I started working at a fitness center in Las Vegas, Nevada, 24 Hour Fitness. I literally started at the front desk and I worked my way up throughout the years. And throughout that time period, it's been about a 14, 15-year career so far. And like I said, I started at the front desk and I worked all the way up until I became the fitness manager at my facility. And that's when I really decided that I wanted to make this a career choice. And from that transition, I ended up getting my bachelor's in kinesiology and physical education. I went ahead and got into my master's as well in sports education and leadership. And I started to kind of go back and forth in terms of what particular area within the fitness industry I wanted to focus all my time and energy with. So I kind of went back and forth with anti-aging centers, student recreation and wellness centers. I went along with commercial gyms. I also did private facilities, and I basically took all that experience and I decided, I felt like I wanted to have my own spin into, I wanted to make my name known and my mark in the fitness industry. So it made a lot of sense at that point where I decided to open up my own facility. So I actually partnered up with another fellow fitness enthusiast that I respected as well. And to be honest with you, he actually was the one I interned under when I was going through my graduate program. And we had a lot of experience. And just to kind of give you a breakdown of why we made that decision to open up a facility is we actually were training multiple contestants from NBC show's Biggest Loser. Just coincidentally enough, 2 of them out of the 4 we ended up training won the whole show. So it was a pretty good experience. And then meanwhile, while we were filming for NBC, our actual main focus was actually MMA fighters. So we were actually the strength and conditioning coaches for Team Tompkins based out of Tap Out in Las Vegas, Nevada. And long story short, we were just primarily focusing on UFC fighters. We had the opportunity with the NBC, and we just noticed 2 different demographics. We had elite athletes and we had sedentary, obese individuals, and we're looking at how do we bridge that gap. And that's when we decided, let's throw our own spin. The constant variable within those 2 programs those 2 individuals was our program. So we decided, let's open up a facility, see what opportunities can come with that. And that's kind of how we end up, starting our gym. We end up not working out in terms of our partnership, and I decided to go my own path, and he decided to go in his own. So I ended up opening up another facility. So, throughout my entire, career within the fitness industry, I ended up opening up 2 gyms. Right now, it's still currently active in Las Vegas. It's called Revolution Fitness Evolved, and through that experience alone, I learned such a tremendous, information and experiences within that whole, business practice. And just to give you a little bit of a rundown. I got an amazing opportunity to train some of the best athletes in the world. I've trained USA Rugby, New Zealand All Blacks, Manu Samoa rugby team, NFL athletes, Major League Baseball, numerous Division I college athletes. And then not to mention, my bread and butter was the people that I see every day in our gym, and that's when I decided to kind of concentrate a little bit less on the athletes. I mean, I love the athletes, but at the end of the day, that's a specific demographic, and I decided to transition more into the general population. If we look at most of what athletes derive from in the population is about 5 to 10%. So I wanted to focus on the 90%. That's to me how business should be ran, and so I kind of switched molds a little bit, and that's kind of what brought me back to this position here at Paradise, and to kind of sum everything up to where we're at today. I decided to relocate back to Guam because of my family, and with all that experience that I had, I looked at Paradise as the front leader in terms of fitness, as the fitness leader on Guam, and I decided, it's a perfect sense for, to bring my experiences, my knowledge and my skills into Paradise's platform, and here we are today, and I'm glad that people were supportive of my programs, and Paradise Performance is just one of them that I launched, and I'm happy to have all the support that people coming out for. So thanks.
Well, thanks for coming home and bringing all that expertise, all that experience. So you mentioned Paradise Performance. I just witnessed the class and it looked really intense. A lot of people, everyone was sweating really hard. So can you tell us what exactly is Paradise Performance and how can people get involved?
So Paradise Performance, really the program is based on the exact formats and the programming and the exercises are based on everything that I've involved with, from UFC MMA fighters to the Biggest Loser contestants to, professional athletes. And I took that same program and intensity level and I just basically generalized it into where the average individual, no matter what your fitness background, can come into from day one and you can fit right in. So if I was gonna describe the actual program, it's basically a lot of athletic movements. We're not necessarily focusing on one plane. We're trying to maximize our workout and be efficient with our time. So we're trying to, focus on every single muscle group in a short amount of time and keep that heart rate up as long as we can until, the workout is complete. So it's really hard to describe in terms of what each class represents, but just know that it's a full body workout, 20 to 25 minutes, and all you have to do, no experience required, all you have to do is show up, have a good attitude, and you'll fit right in.
Okay, so you said no experience required. Is there any other eligibility that people need? Should people train to go to this class? Because it looks really hard.
As far as, prerequisites, you know what, I mean, when I really say all you have to do is show up, I mean, I scale everything down and I also scale everything up. So no matter what your fitness level is, like I said, you took the time to come out, walk through those doors, come through that corridor, I'm gonna take the time to help you as much as I can. If that's your intention, is to push yourself and become a better person, better athlete, better individual, and it involves fitness, I'm your guy. So in terms of fitness level, absolutely, there's nothing required for you to come into those doors. If you took the courage to come out, I'll take the time to show you what our program is all about.
Okay, so for those who might be interested in participating, I understand that this is a paid class.
Yes.
So can you tell us a little bit about that and how people can participate if they want to?
Yeah, so it's $100 for 12 workouts. Your first 2 workouts are free, and the reason why it is paid, a lot of people are saying, why is it paid? Usually all the classes that I usually attend are free, but there is a purpose behind it. Number one, we're really limited in certain types of, whether it be spacing or equipment, and the more all your enrollment fees and everything go back towards you because we end up purchasing more equipment for the class, and that's pretty much what it comes down to. Is we're trying to develop and grow the program, and just like any other program that's out there, funding is required, and the funding ends up going back to each of the participants and the members. So that's the reason why there's an entrance fee, and like I said, it's if you break it down, it's about $6 to $7 per class, and the first 2 classes are free. We don't want you to be involved into something that you don't know what to expect. So come on in. It's an open door policy. If you have any questions, feel free to come on down. It's on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturday mornings, 6:30 a.m. and p.m. on Tuesdays, and then on Thursdays, Saturday at 8:30 a.m. So come on down, check us out in a Gagnon location.
All right, thanks so much, Ray. So you heard him, you can check it out here at the Paradise Fitness in Agana. Well, stay tuned, we'll have more health, home, and lifestyle after the break.